Which board game of ours has been revised the most to date? Well, you're looking right at it. The Upside Down was designed by Crafts in 2019 and was released in late 2020. And since then, the game had multiple revisions, with the current one named The Upside Down Twisted. Let's walk through this game. It is a 4 to 6 player game based on a forest in the island of Gulmundi. Each time you step into this forest, you flip dimensions and step into an eerie realm of monsters and wormholes. The objective is to escape the upside down forest, and only one player, that is the winner, gets to make it out alive. The Upside Down has a gaming board which shows the entire forest on the other dimension full of monsters and wormholes. Then 6 players, a dice, power cards, a wild card, and the luck stones. We have multiple variations of the luck stones, these ones being smooth, while currently we are working on a more rough, crude stones, which suits the theme of the game. Now, to start the game, decide how many players will be playing it. We recommend a minimum of 4 to a maximum of 6 players to play this game. You have to pick your player, select randomly, select 2 power cards and a luck stone. Every other player will do the same. Next, let's get familiar with the gameplay. The Upside Down has a roll and strategize game mechanism in which you have to be mindful about 3 things: the monsters and wormholes at the forest, the powers you have in hand, and when to use the luck stones. About the monsters and wormholes, they are scattered all over the board. Once you start your journey by rolling an uneven number like 1, 3 or 5, you will move and encounter them at some point. If you step on a red monster, you will go 5 steps back. Say you have encountered the red monster here, you have to go 5 steps back here. If you step on a killer monster though, then you are doomed. You get teleported right to the starting point of your journey. Massive damage, but there are ways to take care of this. I'll come to it very soon. Then there are wormholes. If you happen to step on one, then you have to roll again and test your fate by putting the wild card into the equation. The wild card triggered by the wormhole can take you 10 steps forward, 10 steps backward, to the next wormhole, make you lose one of your power cards, or even make you lose your luck stone. The wild card certainly justifies its name and takes you on a wild ride in this game. Then comes the one super wormhole that resides at the heart of this forest. If and only if you dare to take this shortcut full of monsters, then happen to land on this super wormhole, then you can snatch one power card off of your opponent. Now, speaking of power cards, what are they? At the start of the game, the players will get 2 power cards each that they can use at any point of the game. So, what are the powers? Well, you can be immune to a particular monster once or a few number of times. You can attack an opponent and send them right to the starting point, or even undo the winning move of an opponent. It's highly recommended to not disclose your powers to other players, since they may end up snatching yours in case they land on the super wormhole, that is. So, keep it secret. Power cards can only be used once, twice or thrice, as per indicated on the cards. Once fully used, the power cards will be discarded from the game. Now, another game changer, the luck stones. Each player will get 1 luck stone that can only be used once to re-roll any 1 dice roll in the game. The dice roll can be of your own or that of your opponents. So, if you're wondering, yes, you can also use the luck stone to undo the winning move of the game. All you have to do is to give up your luck stone, in case of which the player will have to undo the winning move and roll the dice again. The new edition we launched in 2023 introduced the revised wild card, 2 power cards per opponent, which was 1 card initially, and introduced the luck stones, which certainly made the game much more intense. The end game of the Upside Down gets really intense, with multiple players close to the exit of the forest, players giving up their luck stone and using their power cards to undo the winning moves. The game gets quite tactic and highly entertaining. From our experience and customers' feedback, the game lasts 40 minutes on average, and we believe it's ideal for casual gaming, particularly for those who are new to the scene of board games. With Halloween right around the corner, create a spooky atmosphere and have a fantastic game night playing the Upside Down Twisted with friends.